Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today I bring you a very special video as we have probably attempted one of the most risky and dangerous things ever to be thought of in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Now, I think everybody at this point knows that the Great One is one of the more rare things that you can find in the game, and hip-shotting things is very unpredictable and incredibly hard to pull off, and, well, we decided to attempt hip-shotting a Great One after finding it during one of my nightly Great One grinding runs. Now, we did a bunch of live streams recently for our 5th Great One grind and have accumulated over 600 kills in the process and finally got him to show up once again. Now, this is the exact location that we ended up finding him, and this is the first time that we have ever had a Great One show up at the lower Pukimaro Lake. Now, it has been quite the journey here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, trying to get all of these Great One red deer. We've accumulated over 19,000 kills in the process of finding these 5 Great Ones, and this was definitely the most exciting of the 5 when it comes to how we took it down, and I am just incredibly excited to show you guys this. This is something that I've always wanted to attempt it, but I never thought that I would have the guts to do it, and I finally decided that since we already had 4 of them, that we would attempt something crazy risky, and we decided to try and hip-shot this thing with the Glock. So without further ado, let's get into some of the moments leading up to it, and I hope that you guys really enjoy this because this has been such a crazy experience to witness, and we changed around some things recently in our grind that seems to have increased the speed at which we get these Great Ones, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in the video, so stay tuned for that. But as of now, I have no way to confirm if this is really a thing, but it definitely seems like we have figured out a way to get the Great One to show up quicker. But like I was saying, we might have to do a little bit more grinding until we know for sure if that really is the case of what happened, or if it's just coincidence that we got these last 2 Great Ones very quickly after starting to change up our grinding style. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Oh, gosh. What? Oh, what a troll. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Well, that is the last thing I would have expected. You know, I shot that thing and I was thinking to myself, that's gotta be a decent-sized diamond. No, it's a terrible troll at 248.72. Yikes, that is not something you see every day. Whoops. Not gonna lie, didn't even realize that was a 9. Well, hard to say if that will ever make it into a video, but in case it does, yeah, I was just, in my zone there and didn't really even realize that this was a 9. I'm just in such a, like, robotic, grinding mode at the moment that I just looked at the rack and thought to myself that's a 7 or an 8 and just started blasting. Didn't even realize that. What's going on? Oh my gosh, that's worse than the last troll. Okay, so it doesn't even matter that I shot it with the 300 because it literally is the lowest scoring level 9 red deer besides the troll rack that I've ever seen. I've never seen this rack score this low. That is ridiculous. 246.81, that is a new low for me. I've never seen that before. What is up with all these absurdly tiny males? This is crazy. No way! Let's go! Oh my gosh! Another one already! Oh my gosh! Let's go! Great One, number 5! Oh my gosh, and he's at literally the last lake I would have expected him to be at. I only check this lake like once every 10 or 15 runs to make sure that there isn't any stragglers, and well, this is exactly why I do that. For rare instances like this. Oh my gosh. No way. Well, now we got something that we need to decide. How are we gonna take this thing? Oh my gosh. I think, is that Big Rack again? I think that's Big Rack. Oh my gosh. I wonder how long this guy's been here. I can almost guarantee it was probably here when I was streaming earlier today. I decided to do a couple late night grinding runs before I hopped onto a Marauder stream with Kill Clinton, and of course that's when I find this guy, and now there's a chance that I might be late for my stream because of it, but I think this is a pretty good excuse to be a little bit late for the stream, so we're gonna try and take this guy out now, and I think I know what I'm gonna try. And this is going to sound crazy, and it's probably a really stupid decision, but I'm fully aware of the possibilities with this type of a kill attempt. So I think we're going to try and hip fire it with the Glock. I am fully aware that this could end terribly, and I'm okay with that. I'll take the risk. This is the 5th one that we've found. We've already got a few good ones in the lodge. At this point, I think I'm comfortable with trying to do something crazy. So we're gonna try and hip fire this thing with the Glock, and I got a good feeling about it. I think it'll go well. The Glock is pretty accurate when you hip fire it. Most of the time, it will hit where you're aiming, so we've got a couple attempts at it. We can try it once, and if it misses the vitals, then we'll just shoot it normally with the Glock, but we're gonna attempt the hip fire and see if we can successfully do it. I'm also a little bit worried about how this recording is gonna sound, because I just messed around with my mic settings a little bit. And I'm still trying to get like the perfect sound out of it, because every time that I do a stream or a recording, I'll hear like 1 or 2 things that I'd like to tweak a little bit, and so I'm hoping that this will sound okay. This is going to be the first thing that I've done besides the live stream with these particular settings. So let's just hope it doesn't sound too rough and doesn't have too much like harsh sound to the S's and P's. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it'll sound good, and hopefully this will go well also, because this is going to be the riskiest thing I've ever done. I can't recall anything that we've done in the past that would be quite this risky. And now that I think of it, I don't believe I've ever had a great one at the lower Pukimaro Lake. We've had 2 of them at the upper Pukimaro, and then a few of them on the other side of the map throughout these 2 zones right here. But I've never had one at lower Pukimaro, so that's actually kind of cool. We're going to get to take one in a brand new location. And I decided to back up a little bit because I am going to go grab the collar. I feel like that's going to benefit us quite a bit when using a Glock and trying to hip fire with it. We're going to need to get this thing as close as we can so that we can have a pretty good chance of hitting vitals. Oh, no, it just hit 10. Is that the end of his drink zone? I think it is. Okay, no, 10:30. Okay, so this is a 10:30 zone. That's good for us. It means he's not going to go any further away, hopefully. Let's just do what we can to stock up close and then use the collar and see if we can get him close enough to try the hip fire. We should have plenty of cover throughout these trees, so I think this should be very doable. It's just going to be a matter of whether or not we can get him to walk around the water, as water does sometimes mess with the pathing of the animals whenever you call them in, so that's the only concern I've got. I think the wind will stay good. And I think we'll be able to get close. It's just going to be a matter of will the water kind of mess things up. And will he do that? That was terrifying. Do not teleport when I take the shot. Gosh, I don't like how he's teleporting like that. That is the 2nd time that I've seen him teleport backwards. That is not something I want to be seeing when I'm about to take a super risky shot on a great one. Let's try to get as close as we can. I'm going to crawl up to one of these trees, find one that gives cover, and then we'll start calling him in. This is going to be a very interesting stock up. Okay, we're hidden right here. I think this should be good enough. Let's start calling him in. He just went calm again. Let's see if we can get him closer. This is by far the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever attempted. I don't know how this is going to go. I just hope it goes well. He's starting to move up 59 meters away. He's definitely close enough to take a normal shot, but we're not taking a normal shot today. We're taking one of the stupidest shots I've ever took on anything. Let's make sure we're zeroed right. Oh my gosh, my heart is going crazy. Whew, I gotta calm down. I gotta make sure that I'm not wobbly at all. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Why am I doing this? Why am I attempting this? Come on. Just get a little bit closer. I don't want to take a shot from this distance on the hip fire. Oh, that was almost bad. I got out of the tree slightly. That was almost really bad. Oh no. How was he alerted? Did it work? Oh my gosh, we got him! No way! It worked! There's no way that just worked! We did it! We hip-fired a great one! Oh, he's so beautiful too! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we just did that. I can't believe that we actually just hip-fired a great one. That is insane. Oh my gosh, and it actually went well. That is a great one. 269.66 big rack, great one. No, literally a no-scope heart shot. You can't make this up. That is just ridiculous. The fact that that actually worked blows my mind. I thought for sure I was gonna mess up my first great one. Or have the messed up great one for the first time. You guys know what I mean. I thought we were gonna screw this up and for the first time ever, have a great one that doesn't say great one on the medal. But we got it. Oh my gosh, that is just unheard of. I can't believe that. I think we might be the first person on YouTube to do this. Let me know, guys, if you've ever seen anybody else hip-fire a great one on YouTube, because I personally haven't. I think we might have been the first. But let me know if we're not, because I definitely want to see that if somebody else has done one as well. But that is a crazy way to get our 5th great one. And by the way, this was the quickest grind that we have been on for the Great One Red Deer. 650 kills to get this guy. Well, probably about 680 actually. It was 650 at the end of the stream, but I've killed about 30 or 40 since then, so we're probably just under 700 kills. I think we might be onto something. We've been testing a theory recently. It's a little bit too early to say, but I think we might have figured out why it was taking 6,000 kills for me to get a great one before. I think we might have went a little bit too far with the herd management. I feel like we had just too little shootable stags on our map, and for some reason, that was just making it hard to get them, I think. And then the second that we shot like 10 of the 4s to get us a total of 30 shootable stags on our grind, we got our 4th great one, and now less than 700 kills later, we got the 5th great one. I think we may be onto something here. Obviously, it's too early to say, so don't jump to any conclusions. It's hard to say if that actually had any effect. It could just be luck and RNG like always, but it's definitely looking like maybe we figured out what we were doing wrong. And it's looking like if we can get this to happen again, we might actually know how we can shorten our grinds a little bit. But again, too early to say. We'll figure that out at a later time. But until then, this is quite the crazy trophy. I'm so happy that that actually worked. Let's go ahead and check this guy out in the lodge. It's honestly crazy to think that we now have a total of 5 Great One Red Deer in our lodge, and, well, every single time it seems like we do something even more crazy to take it down and have even more crazy encounters along the way, and this has definitely been no different. This was by far the shortest Red Deer grind that we have done here on the channel, and definitely the most exciting finish to a grind. And just absolutely crazy that we managed to successfully make that hipfire heart shot. I never thought in a million years that it would work, and well, at this point it is the day after taking the shot on this guy, and I got a good night's sleep and everything, so decided that it was time to record the outro for this video. I actually just got done with Jaxie Beard on the EW livestream. I ended up joining him and showing off the red deer herds that I've got going, and I'm going to assume there's probably a couple of you that have come from there, and if so, well, welcome to the channel. And this has by far been the most crazy journey that I've ever been on for the red deer grind. Definitely one of the more exciting endings, as I was saying, and man, it just, every time, it makes me fall in love with the red deer even more. Even after over 19,000 kills, I still enjoy these things just an incredible amount, and it never gets old to me. Obviously, we're going to start mixing up things on the channel a little bit more. You guys have probably noticed some of the old series have come back, stuff like 60-minute trophy challenge. We will be mixing things up. We're not going to only do red deer content, but we will still be doing this on the side, trying to get as many of these Great One red deer as we can, and we'll most likely still be doing some live streams with them as well, even after our 5th one has showed up. But don't worry, we will continue on with other stuff as well. We will keep doing the elk grind, we'll keep doing Verhonga hunts and stuff like that. Definitely some more 60-minute trophy challenge. And, well, I hope that you guys have been enjoying all the content, because I've really enjoyed making it. And I just want to thank you guys for being with me throughout the journeys that we have had here on the channel, and all the many, many grinds and trophies that we have found. It's really awesome that all of you watch these videos and live streams all the time, and I really just can't thank you guys enough. We're also incredibly close to 70k subs, so a little bit of an early thank you to all of you for getting us to this point, as it is quite crazy to think about. But with that being said, let's go ahead and end it there. If you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss any of the future uploads. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and let me know what we should take our next great one with, and how we should take it. Should we do a tree stand shot with a bow, or should we do something like a shotgun or another handgun? Let me know. If I'm not mistaken, I think we were working on all of the new handguns, so we might try to do it with the 243 handgun next, and I was going to do that with this one, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to hip fire a great one. It just seemed like it was going to be the way to go to make things interesting and to make it more exciting. But with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!